What's up, guys? Steve here, bringing y'all another updated deck profile for Dragonlink Post-Banlist. So, I came to a conclusion that I wasn't gonna play too many bricks inside my deck, so I play a lot of hand traps. That's like for like the top decks, and then I play a lot of starters, a lot of gas, no break. So, the main starter I play would be Safer. What this card does, you can send any number of dragons from your deck, from your hand or your field to the graveyard, and she can summon one with the same, not summon, search one dragon with the same exact level. And while she's in grave, she can banish herself to add one level 8 back to your hand. Light or dark level 8. The next starter you play is Black Metal. These is your starters. These like the go-to starters since like the deck surface. But now they got a new starter, which is Chamber, the Dragon Maid. She searches the trap, which is good because they give you an interruption, which allows you also to play through Dark Rule No More and Mystic Mind in the grind game. But I don't want to pay 60 to 70 bucks for a card that's not even built for archetype, and you pretty much paying the extra amount of money for waifu tax. But this card searches Dark Metal Dragon, Darkness Metal Dragon, or any red ass card when it's sent from field to grave. You play this at 3. I would not cut this down because you want to start. You always want to see this card in hand. So if you always want to see a card in hand, you play 3 of it, which makes sense. Always made sense in Yu-Gi-Oh. So this guy, he gets you a level 8 synchro by summoning out, by destroying any face-up card on the field, on your side of the field, I mean, as a quick effect to summon a rocket from the deck, which will be another level 4 monster. So you make a level 8 synchro. You lock into dark monsters from your, summoning dark monsters from your extra deck. I play 2 Recharger because Recharger is like the second best rocket because it in grave, you can destroy a striker dragon, add it back, and he will pitch himself to summon any of your dark dragons from grave. So, for the last rocket monster, you play the Rocket Synchron. This is the best normal summon rocket because it brings back any level 5 or higher dark dragon monster, if I'm not mistaken. Or level 5 or higher dragon monster. Yeah, dark dragon monster, which could bring back Red Eyes Darkness Metal. The extender, I play 2 of this. It's because it's a hard once per turn, and when you summon a dark monster, a dark dragon, he summons himself from hand as a chain block. Also, when he leaves the field as a link material, he chain blocks by drawing you 1 card, which allow you to dig deeper, and he could protect your face down cards like Imperm if you got Imperms, or any set cards from the grave. If the opponent targeted, then he could just banish himself to protect it. Another honorary rocket. This card search any rocket when he's sent from hand field to the grave or deck to grave. So, and he can special summon himself if you have a rocket on the field and he's in your hand. So, yeah. Dragonlink Phalanx. This card is abusable with the DMZ Dragon. DMZ Dragon allows you to keep equipping this guy from grave back to a dragon, so you keep summoning himself. And this helps you go into Dragoon, which I don't play any more of the bricks. So I hard make Dragoon for my extra deck with Muddy Mud Dragon, and that's the DMZ Dragon, because it brings him out and he makes a level 6. The only thing you need is a dragon, which you play dragon. So pretty easy. You don't need to play bricks anymore. Army Dragon Brotor. This card searches Leveneer, any other dragons. You can search your rocket. You can search hand traps like Nibiru, other cards. It don't search just dragons. It search anything. Red Eye Darkness Metal. The reason why you play the Black Metal. This card got a Rather. It's a hard once per turn. You can only summon a dragon from your hand or graveyard once per turn now. And he can special summon himself by banishing 1 dragon from the field. Chaos Leveneer. This card has so many different effects. It could be a monster reborn. It could be a untargetable 2-pop disruption. Also, it could also be an card, a monster that rip a card from your opponent's hand. So you minus your opponent 1 card from hand. The baby dragon, the black one, you banish one light monster to summon him. Then when he leaves the field, he search the light. The light, you banish one dark to summon him. And when he leaves the field, you search the dark. The card that came off the ban list, which should probably not came off the ban list, but you know Konami loves dragons, so they want dragons to be powerful. So they said, let's get them an extra deck lock back. This card, you do this with DMZ Dragon. You just equipped it from the grave. And you also pitch this off your link too. Or you can summon off Pocket Fabrics. So you got 3 different ways to get it out your deck. DMZ Dragon MVP, they routed the Red Eyes Darkness because they gave us this guy, which is a soft once per turn also. This guy's broken. You could abuse Phalanx and Buster. For hand traps, play 3 Lancy because it's good against the meta right now. So many cards banishes right now in this format, and you want to stop them from banishing, stop them from playing. Also, it's a light monster. Gamma, you still play Gamma. And I play Gamma also because you have a starter in your level 8 synchro with Chaotic Ruler Dragon, and they help get your other dragons like Sathor's engraved, your Chaos Spaces engraved. So and it helps you get you a starter to your hand as in a light and dark monster. So this card helps you turbo on too if your opponent interrupts you with your spells or anytime on the beginning of your turn with a Lancy or something. Nibiru, because it's very impactful. A lot of combos are going to be coming back out the woodwork. And I still want to make them have to negate. So that's one less negate I have to deal with on my turn. For spells, I play Chaos Space. Chaos Space says send 1 light or dark. Search the opposite attribute that you pitch. Also, it says while it's in grave, well, what you search is level 4 through 8 non-summonable or set monsters. But while it's in grave, you can add put one of your banished like dark monsters at the bottom of your deck and draw 1 card. So this card is busted for this deck or any chaos deck. And in fact, I need to get the collector rares. Quick launch. This card is your other, it's like your, I think it's called the Thunder Dragon Flash or something, whatever that card is from Blazing Vortex. But this is not once per turn, and this card is not as expensive as the Armed Dragon Flash. That's what's called Armed Dragon Flash. So this is your Armed Dragon Flash, not once per turn. It's a beautiful card. Help turbo to Tracer. So if you don't have a Tracer in hand, you have Quick Launch, you still have Tracer. Also, it could also be an extender. Just saying. World Legacy Guard Dragon. I need 3, so I only got 2. The third one will be coming soon. So this will be the list I'm playing. 1 of the field spell. This is a 40 card build, by the way. Dragon's Ravine. Monster Reborn. 1 for 1 to get into your black metal. And a Draconian Divine Lance because you use DMZ to abuse your Phalanx, and this helps you get your Phalanx out the deck. So for the extra, you play 1 Dragoon. I think this will be more of a standard list now after the ban list because people get to play less of the bricks in their decks. Even though the bricks help you search your chain block as well, but you don't want to search them, and you don't want to have to risk having to go into Cerulean just to put them bricks back and then get Nebro. Chaos Ruler, your starter. This card is really busted. I'm thinking about playing the level 9 Synchro Dark Dragon. I have to make room. I probably might cut something, but I don't know where I'm cut. For your other Synchro, if you're Synchro 8, you play Savage. You'll negate. This card is pretty busted because it gains attack and it gets negates as well. And you can put it back with Starly Safer to re-synchro it again. Muddy Mud Dragon is a dark, so locking yourself into dark don't really matter when going into this in Dragoon, which makes it pretty much like the Anaconda, but you don't have to play 3 bricks within your deck. You play all dragon monsters, so you could just actually turbo into this card easier than Virtual World can. The only reason why Virtual Wars can, because they have one dragon mandatory that they make, and we have dragons we make all the time mandatory. So this was the best way to play the Dragoon in the first place. You just being greedy if you're trying to play 2 normal monsters to get 2 pops that you're probably not going to use. Appaloosa. So you won't get nibbed. Alka Fires will help you go into Appaloosa. This card summons out either your Phalanx, if you don't get it to your Phalanx, you got DMZ, or your Buster sword. So, or you could get into your Rocket Synchron. Romulus, this card is really what makes the deck so powerful, because you got Ravine that you can search, or the Lance, which also help you extend. And if you open up one, you get both. And if you open up neither one, you can search either one that you need. I played 2 Heretic Seals for the grand game. I don't want to lose the grand game, and this card's disruption, my fault, and a follow. I don't know what I will cut yet. This card helps get back to my 2 rocket monsters, so if I open up Charger, and I can't get my Charger back from grave, and I already use Rocket Tracer, this card helps you get those 2 rockets back to field. And it's a Link 2 monster. So this would probably be Link 2 Turbo Dragonlinks. For the last, you play this because you dump the Buster Sword just in case you don't get into it. Or if you can't get into the Buster Sword. So you can just pitch it with this straight to grave as soon as it's Link summon. But you probably don't need it. I'm still testing it. Seeing how much I actually need the pitch effect. If you don't need the pitch effect, you can literally cut this card for the level 9 Synchro, or any other card you want to play for Boar Sword. But I don't see myself really going to Boar Sword for game. You literally use it's a break or board deck, so your monsters are pretty big and beefy on their own. 1 Pisty, summons from the banish. I need to start manipulating the banish area more to summon back my Starry Safer. Then you have Uppy. I said Pisty already. Uppy, Darts the Banlist. This card is broken. God Tier. And for the last of the links, you play 2 strikers. Probably want to play 3, but you play Chaos Space, which is not reason why I play Chaos Ruler to pitch them to grave, so I can shuffle my strikers back to my extra deck. So that's it for the extra. I don't have the side built right now, but for the side, I would probably play Phantasmaze, any other like monsters like Ogre. You could play Allied Justice, so you can play against Drytron still, because Drytron's probably still around. Eldritch. Back row hate you need, but I don't have the size right now for the deck because I haven't decided to take this to locals yet. But this is the build I was thinking of playing if I do take it to locals. So what's up, guys? I'm gonna show you guys a quick combo right fast with Black Metal Dragon. So what you do, you know what's on Black Metal Dragon? You just need any type of extender. So normal, link it off to your striker effect, and then Black Metal effect. Get that field spell. Then you will use this as Chain Link 3 to bring this out. So if you had a full hand, this is what your hand would look like. Now you would banish the striker to summon effect. Bring back the Black Metal. And you keep this over here. I think you can see this on over there. We link these 2 off. Romulus. So most time you go Heretic Seal first, so just in case you get nibbed. But since you don't have a actual extender, as far as the line of like you don't have a better extender, you have to just go with the play that you have. That allows you to get the most optimal resources. without having to end up on a subpar board. So you use Dragonlink to search, and the fact to draw one card. So you draw one random card. Out. Dragonlink. Your other card is starting safer. So you activate the ravine. Use the ravine to pitch the safer. Let's go to your hand. So now your hand looking like this. Now you use boost sector. Summon out your rocket recharger. Link. Hyper Fabrics effect. Summon out the phalanx. And the reason why you summon out the phalanx is because you didn't go for the divine lance. So keep that here. Link these two off. So Appaloosa. Appaloosa. For 2 negates. Then link this off into your uppy. Use your uppy effect. Oh, it's in my hand. DMZ effect. Equipped the phalanx to himself. Phalanx effect to summon itself. You link him off again into your Pisty effect. Bring back the Tracer. Link these two off. Since you abused both of them already. To your Destruction Sword effect on Link Summon. Will pitch the Buster Sword. So this is your graveyard. Destruction, Pisty, LP, DMZ, Halka Fabrics. This is your grave. You use Rocket Tracer effect, destroy your boost sector, summon from the deck, Rocket Recharger, Synchro, Savage effect, click the Hyper Fabrics, now you will link off your phalanx that you summon back to your Striker Dragon. Striker Dragon effect will destroy itself. To summon back the DMZ, because you destroy yourself to add back the Recharger. Recharger will pitch itself to summon back the DMZ. So now you could go do this 2 ways. You can either use this to equip Savage with the Buster and leave this on field for your following turn. So you could bring back the Phalanx to go into Dragoon, which is not a bad play. But that means, or instead of equipping him to this to Savage, you actually equip this to your to himself, because he had 2,000 defense, and if they get rid of your Savage, then they be getting rid of your Savage and your extra deck lock. But if they get rid of the Savage, they just getting rid of your Omni Negate, and you still have your extra deck lock and your Appaloosa for 2. So it'd be better if you equipped it to your DMZ. Or you could just go for the phalanx. Phalanx, bring yourself back out again. Synchro. To our Mud Dragon. Then you use Mud Dragon and these two to a Dragoon. So you have a Dragoon, Savage, with Appaloosa for 2. And you still have 2 cards in hand. Yeah, let me know how you like the profile, where I could change the style of it. Like, subscribe, and make sure y'all hit that notification bell. Love y'all, stay safe, and stay blessed.